Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope. And I got another video for y'all. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing why men care about your body count as a woman. Now, before I get into the video, make sure if you like my content, make sure you give it a thumbs up so it can circulate on YouTube. Make sure you share it with somebody that might benefit. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Come on, man. Help me grow, man. I ain't asking for a lot. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on, man. You know, but specifically share, man. You know, you never know who could benefit from my content. But anyway, let's get into the video. So the reason that I made the last video is because I wanted people to have a clear understanding about who controls access to sex and who controls access to relationships. Now, I'm going to get into it. The reason why men care so much about your body count is because high body count says a lot about you as a woman. You know, and when a man is thinking about settling down, when a man is thinking about giving a woman his name, right? When he's thinking about his legacy, when he's thinking about creating and building an empire with somebody, he thinks about how he is going to be represented, right? So this is one of the reasons why we care so much about your body count. But I'm going to go into a whole bunch of other things, right? And I know a lot of women is going to say it's not fair. Men get to sleep around and, you know, and it's not the same repercussions as women get. Okay, who said life was fair? I don't think it's fair that I have to go to the club and pay to get in as a man and women get to get in for free. That shit ain't fair. But am I going to cry and complain about it, or am I just going to pay and acknowledge that this is the reality of life, right? I'm going to acknowledge that this is the reality of life. So same way women got to acknowledge this is the reality of life. Nope, we don't care about your sexual liberation. We don't care about none of that shit that's going on that's changing. Men are going to judge you based on your body count, right? Now, that's just what it is. Now, so the point is this, right? There's a report that said that the more sexual partners a woman has, the more unhappy she is in her marital life, right? Now, it's very, very, very interesting that they said that, right? So what tends to happen is this: even when the act of sex happens, it's something like most acts of sex, honestly, you're doing something to the woman. It's not the woman doing something to the man. 9 times out of 10, is the man doing something to the woman, right? You hear these girls all the time. They want to get smashed. They want to get dominated. They want that animalistic passion thing going on. So they want something done to them 9 times out of 10, right? If a woman has a lot of sexual partners, she has a lot of sexual experiences. You know, women love talking about the energies and the demons and all of that stuff, right? But it's like, it's almost kind of so-called connected to that. I'm not really big on that, but it's connected to that. If these men are doing things to you and you have a lot of things, a lot of penises to compare during sex, you know, that can lead to issues, right? It can lead to problems. Think about this. If you was a virgin and you had sex with one man, if you had sex with one man as a virgin, you don't have a lot of things to compare sex to. You can't even say I don't like his sex because you don't have nothing to compare it to, right? But the more men you sleep with, the more different penises you come across. Oh, this one was veiny, this one was curved to the left, this one was curved to the right, this one had mad girth, this one was like, the more penises that you have to compare shit to, the harder it's going to be for you to settle down. This is just the reality. And the difference is men don't get attached to sex like that. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear this, but it's true. Think about it. You have women out here who would let a man whoop their ass, who would let a man move into their house, not work, drive their car around, eat all their food, eat all their kids' snacks. You will have men literally living off women, and all they provide in the situation is good sex. That's it. So we see that women are easily kind of like manipulated through sex, right? They're kind of like in fucked up situations, all because a man know how to lay it down in the bedroom. You don't really see men in situations like that. Why? Because one, we act more rational than the women, right? They're more emotional. They're always about how they feel, right? And how the man made them feel in the bed. Two, we're a little more rational. So you don't really hear stories about men on some, yo, she gave the pussy was so good, I let her, like, you don't really hear. Don't get me wrong, there's some cases, but when you really think about it and make the comparison, there's way more women who are putting up with a whole bunch of shit just because the sex is good. A woman would get pregnant by a dirtbag. She would let him put his hands on her. She would let him do a whole bunch of shit just because the sex is good. You don't really hear a lot of stories like that from men. Men are not letting like women get away with so many things just because of the sex, right? So again, and I think that's part because again, we are not very emotional, right? We don't we could feel good. Like a man, you can make a man feel so good and he'll still go smash the next chick because it's not about his feelings, right? It's not about his attachment to that. He doesn't have that attachment that you have. So anyway, so the point I was trying to make, the study, they were saying that, right? Another study that they say 80% of women initiate divorce. 80% of women. Me, I'm gonna assume is because again they said women that have a lot of sexual partners, they tend to be unhappy in the marriages. So in this age that women make their own bread, they don't have to stay in those situations, right? And again, I blame this on sexual liberation. Women think that they can just go out there and smash whoever, and then they wonder why they're having sexual issues in their marriage. And by the time some of these chicks get married, let's be real, a lot of these chicks be hoeing in their early 20s. By the time they get married, if that comes in their late 30s, because a lot of people is pushing marriage back, by the time they get married at 30, yo, these chicks be having like 50 bodies. Me personally, I think once you get to the double digits, it's a wrap. Like once you get to the double digits, it's a wrap. Like I don't even want to, you're not even valuable to me anymore. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's just what it is. You got too much experience. You've been out there too much. You've been out there too long. God knows doing what. Like, you know what's so crazy? Back in the days, women used to make men work for the coochie. Men used to have to work for the coochie. You know what I'm saying? Like some women wouldn't even give it up because they was like, nah, you got to put a ring on it. Some women was like, nah, we got to be in a relationship. And then even in a relationship, they'll make you wait to get the goods because they wanted to see if you was really going to stick around. These women nowadays, they're not doing none of that. You don't got to marry them. You don't got to be in a relationship with them. Like some of them, you don't even got to buy them food. And most of them, all you got to do is buy them a sandwich and a Capri Sun and they giving you the pooms. Shit is crazy. And then somehow they think they're better than the next girl. You better off selling your pussy. Because the girl that's selling her coochie, she getting more money than you. All you got was a sandwich. Yo, when I talk to some of these chicks, don't be mad at me, sisters. I'm just, because I be trying to admonish y'all, right? When I be talking to some of these chicks and I ask them, why you slept with this dude? They be like, because he made me feel good. It's always about the fucking feeling. It's always about the vibe. The vibe was nice. You know, he was funny. He was so nice to me. You know, he bought me food. And they give up the pussy. It's so simple, bro. You take this girl on a date. You get her a sandwich and a Capri Sun or a soda. And they giving you the draws. You make them laugh a little bit. You say some sweet nothings in the ear. Again, women fall in love through the ears. You tell them a few things that they like to hear and buy them a sandwich and a soda. And they're giving you the draws, bro. They're giving you the draws. And then they get mad when you look at them like, I don't want you as my wife. You gave me the pussy for a soda and a bag of chips. Why would I fucking want to marry you? I didn't even have to work for that shit. The coochie cost $10. A soda and a bag of chips. And all I had to do was maintain the vibe and be funny. And you gave me the pooms. And then they got a problem because men are saying like, yeah, your body counts matter to me. And don't believe no man who tells you the body counts don't matter. Men care. If a man don't ask you about your body count, it's because he don't want to see you in a certain light. Because trust me, the moment you tell a man a certain number, he going to be looking like, he might not tell you, but he going to be like, you know what I'm saying? So some guys, they don't even want to ask. They don't even want to know what your body count is because they might really like you and they might really vibe with you. But to some men, to all men, I think that shit is important. They really care because, again, like I said, it proves that because you have control to the access to sex, there's going to be a higher degree of responsibility placed upon you. The fact that you control access to sex is gonna place a degree of more responsibility over on you, because women love going around saying that men got no dick discipline. But the reality is women don't got no pussy discipline either. You're out here giving your pussy up for a bag of chips and a sandwich. You don't got no pussy discipline either. So, and there's more responsibility on you. Your body, your choice. There's more responsibility on you to guard that thing, because you control the absolute power to who you let in your vagina. So when men get coochie and when men get a lot of it, it's only because women are letting us get it. A man cannot have, listen, me as a man, I cannot have 20 bodies unless 20 women decided to, I'm gonna give him some coochie. I couldn't. If women played harder to get, if women was not giving up their coochie, and I'm not trying to remove blame, because definitely men, I say that to men too. Men, you should not be out here just slinging your shit. Some of these chicks don't even deserve your wee-wee. You shouldn't be doing that as a man either. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're not talking about the men, right? But I say that to men too. Right now, we're talking about sisters. If you wasn't so easy to open up your legs, a lot of dudes wouldn't have no coochie. They'll have to buy it, take it, and if persuading didn't work, that's the only options they will have: buying it or taking it. That's it. So I know a lot of sisters don't like to be accountable. They hate accountability. They hate to be held accountable. They hate to be told you have to be this way, and they be like, no, but it's not fair. They be like, it's not fair. The guys get to run around and sling wee all around, and we gotta be sitting here and have self-respect for ourselves, and we gotta sit here and no, it's not fair. Okay, it's okay. All I'm saying is this: if you want to go out there, pop that thing for free, or for $10, or for however much you want to pop it, right? You just want to, because people making you feel good and making you smile and saying jokes and are sweet. If you want to do that, then go ahead. Just know there's consequences to things, right? There's consequences to things, and a lot of y'all don't care. A lot of y'all don't give a fuck what I'm saying, but there's consequences to things. So in the real world, men are gonna look at you. Yeah, they care about your body count. They're going to judge you on it, because it says a lot about you. If you can't control your pooms, and you have the access to this, then yeah, it says certain things about you. So let me know what your thoughts are on the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and be safe out there. Peace.